Hello, my beauties. Hello, my beauties. Hello, Andrew. Thank you for the heart me and the go popular. Whoa, I forgot to change this. Hold on, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful viewers. All right, this morning it is the Night Star. Good morning, Wrangle Jade. Hello, Linz. How are you? Good to see you, Kevin Mahan, my brother. Good to see you over there. Thank you, Jules Swims, for the first Night Star. Thank you so much. Hello, Anki Visions. Good to see you. David Griggs, hello. Israel, good morning to you. Christopher with the Night Star. Yes, it is. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Easy E. Vadim B. Good morning, KK, JJ, 4-row shiz. Good morning to you. Dennis Epperly, there he is. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Rickle Gallo, good morning to you. So yesterday in the market, it was a little tough, huh? In the morning. It was a little tough, a lot of whippy, when we warned you on here that was going to happen. So it did fully what we expected. So that's what trained traders do, folks. They know what kind of market conditions we are going to possibly be in. Can we guarantee it? No, nobody can guarantee it. But we're bright a lot of the times. All right, so Miss Market, we're narrow this morning. We are back in a narrow state here on a Miss Market. So the state of our market is narrow. Good morning. All we ask that you do is tap the screen, share the live, donate if and when you can. We are here to help you as best as we can. We have a VIP education community where we are going to dive deep into helping you trade. What are some of the things you'll get out of the VIP? You'll start taking consistent green trades. You will start having green months. You will start becoming way more consistent, and you're going to start feeling better about when to take trades. And as you do that over and over and over, you're going to become an amazing trader, all right? So we are narrow. We are in position 2 currently right now here on Miss Markets in that narrow state. So if you're here for the first time, what we're going to do is we're going to put some white lines on the chart. And these lines are our major support and resistance levels, okay? These are levels we're most likely going to run into at any part of the trading day. So have these down on your chart at all time, okay? We got room down to 651. 651 is going to be your first level of support to the downside as these stocks move to the downside. So 651 is going to be your first stop. And then under that, 649 will be your second stop, okay, my traders? Back over 658.42, you will have room up to the nearest resistance level, and that's going to be 663. What I do want you to watch out for is this 660 area right here, all right? I don't mark this out because it's 2 minutes resistance, and if we're in a narrow state, we'll blow right through that. But you just got to be aware of it right here because it is a whole number with a pivot. But you have room up to 663 on Miss Market this morning, my amazing traders. Kay Braden, yes it is. Paul Miranda, Rasmin, Christopher Miller, thank you so much. Daniel, good morning. Kevin, good morning. As we head over to AAPL, hello, Dawn. How are yous? Whoops, I think we got to move this down. Sorry, everybody. Okay. All right, so currently right now on Apple, We are in a narrow state on Apple. We're going to have a lot of narrow states because we came back yesterday, okay? We are in the whip zone currently here on Apple. Remember, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Wednesdays, the most narrow states occur. You rarely get them on Mondays and Fridays, so just keep that in mind. On Apple, above 250, 250, you have room up to 255. That'll be your first stop here on Apple, up to 255. Above 255, with a retest, my traders, you'll have room up to 261, okay? Now, under the whip zone of 250.98, you got support here at 250. This is major support. A whole number is psychologically major support and resistance. If you go back and review a lot of your trades, a lot of your losses and rejections will come off those whole numbers, okay? So keep that in mind. Under 250 with a retest, you'll have room down to 246 this morning on Apple. Good morning, Hammer. Random, thank you. Carrie, hello, beautiful. Good to see you as always. Thank you for the Night Star. Julie with the rose. Shelley Stringer. Hello, Tia. How are you, beautiful? Alex, Raquel, how are you? Miss Market again. We just did it, but we'll go right back to it for you. All right, here on Miss Market, we are narrow. We are in position 2. You got room down to 651 and 649. Back over to whip zone of 658.42. You have room up to 663. As we head over and roll over to NVDA. Yo. All right, NVIDIA, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone currently right now on NVIDIA. Remember, traders, a lot of our best plays come out of the whip zone. You just need to make sure you're in the correct state and you know your events, all right? Very, very important. Right now, narrow, we got room, boom, down to 172 here on the vids of NVIDIA. Back over 177, you'll have room up to 180. 180 will be your first stop here on NVIDIA. What I also want you to be, well, you're narrow, so just be leery up here around 178.50, okay? So now, oh, we're good there. Okay, we're good. That's it. Tesla. All right, on Tesla, we are narrow. Let me pull this up real quick, traders. Mr. Brightside. Okay. Currently, we are narrow on Tesla. We are in position 2 to the downside. Be careful. We got a 5-minute 200 lurking right there, right? Remember, we never want to trade into the granddaddy. The higher the time frame, the stronger the granddaddy, my beauties, okay? Right here on Tesla, under 377.62, you got room down to 370. Mark that down, 370. Back over that glorious whip zone. Above 382, you have room up to a 390. Narrow on Tesla. What else are we looking at, my beauties? Robin Hood, the Hood of Robin. All right, as we pull this back on the Hood of Robin, we are narrow, position 2. You got room down to 70.44. That's your pivot. Poke through down to $70. Be careful of the poke through, all right? That's where your tails are formed right here. See this area right here? We have a pivot. That's your whole number. This is where your tail is formed. Boop, to go back in the other direction. So just be careful of that here on the Hood of Robin. Back over 73.06, you have room up to $74 and $76 to the upside. Let's go, my beautiful traders and viewers. We got some more Night Stars on the board. We got to hammer those things, please. All right, we're going over to PLTR. Right now here on PLTR, we are in a bullish neutral state. Yes, we are. We're in the whip zone here in a bullish neutral state on a PLTR this morning, okay? As we put on our major support and resistance levels, which we're going to do now, these are the white lines that are coming up on the screen. We're going to pull it back. You're neutral. You're bullish. Above 161, you got room up to 165. That'll be your first stop here on PLTR. Back under 158.50, you got to be careful because you're in a bullish state. But now you'll be in a bearish position. So you got to wait a little bit. As you come under this level, you're going to chop around here before you get narrow, and then you're going to go. So what you have to be careful about, traders, is most of the time when you get into a trade, and it chops around, and then you wind up getting out because you get nervous. And then maybe about 3 minutes after that, it runs in the direction you wanted it to. Oh, there it goes. That's because you traded it in a wrong state. Now it got into the proper state, and it went without you. If you knew your states, you would have waited for the good trade. Good morning, the Qs. All right now we are narrow. We are in position 2 to the downside here on the Qs. All right, on these beautiful Qs, we are narrow. We are in position 2, bearish. Right here, you got support, my beauties. 585. Watch that major support level. You want to get under this and retest that son of a gun, and then you have room down to 579 on the Qs. Back to the upside, above 592. You got room up to 595 and 603. As you make your way up to 603, as always, please make sure you watch that $600 level. Major resistance. Thank you, Trinity and User. We got to finish off these night stars, and then we will continue. Bam, bam, bam. Some beautiful trades, VIP, from yesterday. In that tough market, I am very, if I can find it, very happy. Good job to all our VIPs. Make sure W's in the chat go to our VIP. What's my favorite stock to trade? Stella, it is AMD. That is my number one. That is my go-to. AMD, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Michelle Mabel. Let's go, babies. Night stars are on the board. How do you get into the VIP? You are going to head over to our bio. Just go to our bio. You're going to see the LINK in our bio. This is the bio right here. The VossTrading.com. You can click that. That'll get you to the VIP. Or just type that in, theVossTrading.com. in your browser. That will also get you to the VIP. We have VIP live training tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time by me for all our wonderful traders. Suzette, thank you for the Rosa. Just waiting for these night stars to finish off. I believe. All right, we're going to give it another 2 minutes, and then we are bye-bye. Easy E, Michelle. DJ O'Neill, just click the link in my bio. Abdul, hello, my brother. How are you, my Abdul? How are you? All right, SMCI. All right, SMCI, we are in a narrow state. All right, it is narrow. You are in the whip zone here on SMCI. Let's put in our major support and resistance levels and see what we got going on here. All right, as we pull this back on SMCI, we are narrow. Under 21.48, we got room down to $20. That's going to be your first stop, not $19.50. $20. Your pivot is $19.50, but you're going to reject first at the whole number. You're going to put a tail in at $19.50. I will guarantee it. Okay? So be careful there. Back over 22.07, you got clearing. Nothing in your way. You got room up to $23.50 and $24 on SMCI. Everything we teach you in the VIP, DJ, works for all instruments. Forex, futures, options, equities, don't matter. Price action is price action, my good man. All right, here we go on MU. Look at that beauty. Whoop, boom, rejected. Boom, pivot, boom, pivot, boom. Holy moly! Yes, this is from Channel 2 News. Those are amazing levels from yesterday. Breaker. All right, here we go on MU to the moon. Let's go, my beauties. Right now, we are in a bearish neutral state. We are in position 2 to the downside. You guys like my helicopter? How many of you looked up like this, like you were outside, thought a helicopter was in your house? Come on. How many of you did that? Come on. Anybody? Anybody? No? No? Maybe? My jokes are corny, folks. But, people laugh. They do laugh, I think. All right, here we go on MU. We are in a bearish neutral state. You have room down to 397. That's going to be, thank you, Rosalinda. I appreciate you, my Rosalinda. Mike V, yes it is, Mike V. 397, under 397 with a retest, you'll have room down to 389. Back over 411, you'll have room up to 415 in a narrow state. Now above 415 with a retest, you'll have room up to 424. Going in this channel to the upside here on MU, you want to be narrow, okay? That'll be a doozy of a trade. Hello, Liam Wellsbury. Good to see you. Richard, hello. What's up, Paul? How are you? Tracy the Beautiful, how are you doing over there? Cinnamon, how are you? Yeah, I try to be a comedian. I try to be a comedian. I'm a much better trader, though, than a comic. All right, here we go on IWM. Flower. Who buys themselves flowers? Anybody? Right now, we are in a narrow state. Let's mark these glorious levels out. Don't you love when the granddaddies are in the whip zone and you don't have to worry about them? You know? All right, we're narrow. We're in position 2. You got room down to 244. Bam! First level. 244 narrow and 240. Now, since you're in a narrow state, you can very well make your way down to these levels. You'll get a one-legger down there, okay? Back over 246 with a retest, you have room up to 247 on IWM. Good morning, Susana Pena. How are you? Good morning, Yulina. Good to see you. Silver. It's almost time to shave the head, folks. Just waiting for a little more healing, and then this hair is coming off. God, I hate bloody hair. That's my European word, bloody. The hair's not bloody. It's just... All right, we are narrow. We are in position 2 to the downside on silver. Yes, it is. Let's see what we got. I can love me better, baby. I can love me better, baby. All right, silver, narrow. You got room down to $61. You're narrow, so you got room down to 61 and 69. All right. Currently, your 50% retracement level coming back up will be the bottom of the whip zone. All right. But you got to get back over 63.47 to the upside. Can you get back up to 63.47? All right. Because if you do, hold on. Whoop, bam. Let me mark that out for you. If you get above 63.47, you'll have room up to $66. Hello, bye-bye. Thank you for the follow, but don't go bye-bye. Stay here. Say hi. Say hi. Don't go bye-bye. AMD. His name was bye-bye. He told him not to go bye-bye. Just say hi. No? Was that a good one, everybody? All right now we're narrow here on AMD. Position 2 to the downside. Yes. My kids always say, "Oh, Dad, your jokes are so corny." That's a new word now. Corny. They're getting a little attitude too, those little girls. Woo, they could be, woo. Gotta get ready for this. All right, here we go. We got room down on 199, but watch that 200 level. 199 and 200 right here is major support on AMD to the downside. That's a doozy. Okay, back over 205, my beautiful traders. We have room up to 209 and 210 on AMD. Yeah, Liam, you got it, my brother. No bye-bye. Hello. Night shift says, longs at the open. Not necessarily night shift. You got to know your state position, okay? And you got to have the correct event. If you want to learn event, state, position, all the good things, we are going to teach you those in the VIP. But most impressively, what stands out about our VIP and everyone else is I review your trades. And tonight, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m., I give you live training. Just you. It's intimate, and it's me and you all in the VIP, and we get to work in there. All right? So think about it. It's worth it, and we will definitely make you a better trader. The Qs. Put it this way. As I always say on here, it can't get any worse, right? Narrow states. We got support here. 585. Watch that area, 585. But under 585 with a retest, you do have room down to 579. And yes, you can take that. Not financial investment or tax advice, of course, but you can take that because of the state of your stock. Back over 591. Yes, it is. You got room up to 595.50, and then ultimately 596. That's great, Yulina. Yulina's a VIP member. Struggled in the beginning, but she kept working hard, and she's doing much, much better, Yulina. All right, Miss Market, here we go. We are narrow. The state of our market, everybody, is narrow. Remember that, okay? You got room down to 651. That is your first stop here on Miss Market. And then 649 will be your second stop. Because you're narrow in that state, you can have more room to the downside. Under 658.42, you got room up to 663 here on SPY. Becca, thank you for the follow. Rev, oh, I forgot. I'm sorry, everybody. Thank you for the star map, Polaris. Are we ready, my beauties? Are we ready? Stand by. Stand by. Let's see if I can find it on the first shot. What do you think? Oh, this is fun. I like this one here. We got 3 disco balls on the board. Boom! Look at that. What is that thing going to do? We got 3 disco balls. This may get a little crazy, folks. Buckle up here. You never know what I'm going to do with a disco ball. Trinity Rev, thank you. Tesla John, how you doing? All right, currently on Tesla, we are in a narrow state. You got room down here to 378, hold number. Michelle Bobbill! That was a crappy Kevin Callahan! Boom! Michelle, Kevin Callahan. Thank you, my brother. Didn't you think that disco ball was going to do a lot more than that? Anyone in here think that disco ball was going to do a hell of a lot more? Oh, TikTok! Yes, I only have hair now because I had skin cancer I had removed here and here. So it's all removed, and now I'm going to shave my head soon. Terrible, Kevin Curtis, right? The hell kind of, that's like something I configured. Holy moly. All right, here we go. Narrow state, you have room down to 378, folks. That's your first stop on Tesla. Under 378 with a retest, you'll have room down to 370. So mark that down. I was all excited, too. I'm like a child. Above 382, you have room to 390. I was sitting here like this. Look, ready? What the hell? Breaker, 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 breaker. Down there, everybody. Down there, everybody. Terrible disco ball TikTok. Mr. Dave with the Swan. Boom! Isaac with the Rose. Yes. First gift. Thank you. Oh, it's Isaac. Isaac. Isaac Fries. Oh, I get it now. Thank you, Isaac Fries. Oh, wow. And Danielle, thank you. Many blessings to you, Oh, wow, desserts. Oh, wow, desserts. Are you related to Isaac Fries? Any relation there? Usernames are like almost the same. One does dessert, one does fries. I like it. You are my kind of people because I love dessert after eating fries. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. We are in a... I didn't do meta yet. We like to have fun, folks. We got to have fun or we'll go insane trading, all right? All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state on Meta. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Meta. We are at 74,000 taps on our way up to 300,000. Let's go. All right, Meta, under $600. I don't want you trading under the whip zone into 600. I want you under that level. Hold number again. Then you have room down to 587. 587, okay, on Meta. Watch the spreads on these, okay? Above 607.55, that is the spread is between your bid and ask price. You don't want those too big because you're going to get filled all over the place. Or if you use limit orders, which you should be, you won't get filled at all. Above 607.55, you have room up to 616 and 627.50. XOM for my beautiful Tracy over there. Nope, can't do this one, folks. It's that phone again. You know how I feel about that phone ringing in that song. It's like no one picks it up. All right, here we go. We are narrow. We are in the whip zone. Yes, we are on XOM. All right, here we go on XOM. Narrow above 161.50. You will have room up to 162.43. And then 163, hold number here on XOM, my beauties, okay? Mark that level down. Back under 160, there's that hold number again, all right? Then we have room down to 158. I see so many traders at the open trade into these hold numbers, and they get their clock cleaned, right, on the first trade. And then they're like, oh, man, I got to come back from all of this. And then the revenge trading occurs. Adorable Dad, thank you, my adorable. I appreciate you. Did we finish off those donuts already? Holy moly. Holy moly. That means we got to go to the roses. Hello, Kunstock. How are you? IWM. You got it. You got it. All right, we are in a narrow state on IWM. Watch this support level right here. 246. Under 246, you have room down to 242, my Kuns. Kuns is because we're narrow. You can get down there. Matter of fact, whoops. You can also get down to 240 on IWM. Back over 250. You have room up to 252 and 254 this morning. The super chats are available over there on the YT. Don't be afraid. Also, make sure we hit that thumbs up over there and tap that screen. QBTS. Is this the old good penny? Yes, it is. QBTS, the old penny stack. All right, here we go. We are in a bullish neutral state. We are currently in the whip zone here on QBTS. If you got any penny stocks that you're trading, just put them up. I'll look at them for you, of course. Whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. All right, here we go, my beauties. Back under $15.93, you have room down to $15 here on QBTS. Back over $16.50, you have room up to $17. Now, what you have to be careful about here is your neutral. You're starting to get a little wide. So anything this way, okay? Tracy with the $2 super. Abadayo. Hello, Abadayo. How are you, my brother? Apple. But say that word. Say that name 10 times fast. Abadayo, 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 Abadayo. Whoop! That is a mouthful. All right, we are in a narrow state. We are in position one. We got room down to 249.50. 249.50 here on Apple, but you are narrow, so you also have room down to 246. Okay? Above 250, we got room up to 255. You guys want to hear something funny? I got to tell you this. I was watching a live earlier this morning, and there was this woman in the live. Her name was Sally, and she was a TROLL, and she kept going after the live host. But she was very, very red in the face, Sally. Very, very red. Her picture was, oh my God. Was she eat too many tomatoes? So I wrote in there, Sally, did you spend too much time at the seashore? Anybody? Anybody? Well, everyone in the live thought it was funny. Lito Rocha with the jellyfish. Thank you, my Lito. Whitworth, I didn't want to go there. My wife yelled at me after the live yesterday. Kevin, you were right, so I had to clean it up here. Lito Rocha! Boom! Thank you, my Lino. Above 250, you have room up to 255 here on Apple. To the downside, we have room down to 250 to the downside on Apple. All right. Google. All right, the Googaroonies, as you can see now, folks, yesterday was the 20. Okay. See how we moved up on Google? Bearish, neutral. Don't go long on this, remember? Remember I said this? Whammo to the downside, all right? Because of the state of our stock. But also, we have these two lines marked out up here. That is a major supply level for shorters, all right? So you got to listen to what I'm telling you, all right? What you think you know about trading, just throw it out the window. Just listen to me. All right, Google, today, though, we are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the downside. Let's go, my beautiful traders, my beautiful viewers. If you are here for the first time, hit that follow button. Whoa, we are on every day, Monday through Sunday for you. We want to help you become a better trader. And if we do that, we want you to tell the world that you are a beautiful, amazing trader. All right, we got room down here on Google, down to 294. You're narrow, so you have room down to 294, all right? Above 301, you have room up to 304 and 306. Abadeo, we trade all kinds of stuff in here. Forex, futures, equities, options. Thank you, SP Timmy. Thank you. Thank you, SP Timmy. Intuit. We are in a narrow state. We got a lot of narrow states this morning, everybody. Should have a nice little day today, all right? But stay patient and don't rush, or you're going to get, Miss Market is going to eat you up like yesterday. Did anyone have a bad trading day yesterday? Like a really bad trading day? Just put me in the chat. Who had a really bad loss yesterday? All right, we got room on Intuit down to 451, my beauties. 451, and then watch that 450 level right here. So this is support between 451 and 450. Okay? Got it? But you're narrow. Then you have room down to 422 on Intuit. Now, back to the upside, my beautifuls. Above 461.31, you have room up to 476. Can you have my brain for a year? You don't want my brain for a year, Liam. My wife's going, you don't want his brain for a year. Trust me, you don't want it. Andrew the Believer. Shelly Stringer. Thank you. It's all right, Ange. Those of you who are going through a rough time as a trader right now, it's normal. All right, going through this tough time is normal. You have to get through this time to get on the other side of the tunnel. Remember we talked about the tunnel in the VIP a lot? This is normal. You are going to struggle over and over and over. One, until you're trained, until we can train you. And two, that's part of the process, folks. All right? Took me 10 years to get good at this. That's a long time. Okay? Berkshire Hathaway. Thunder. I mean, look at these levels from yesterday. But they're glorious because I've been doing this a long time. All right? Bump. All right, we are in a narrow state on Berkshire Hathaway. We are in position 1 to the downside here on Berkshire Hathaway. Yes, the things that are on watch, I posted them in the VIP. Those are the best things on watch, okay? And the alerts. Berkshire Hathaway, you have room down to 472.50 and 472 on Berkshire Hathaway. You just got to get under this pivot here, 479. See that little sucker right there? Get under this with a retest. You have a clearing down to 472.50. Back over 483, not financial investment or tax advice. You'll have room up to 487 and 493. You just started trading yesterday? Well, congratulations, Abadayo. Everybody's W's in the chat for Abadayo. He has become a trader. First time. Abadayo, take a look at our VIP, the LINK. The link is in the bio, okay? We can help you out tremendously. That's awesome that you decided to become a trader. I'm proud of you. USO. Very cool, Abadayo. Abadayo. Isn't there a song like Amadeo? All right, here we go. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 2 to the upside. Make sure you're in a simulator, Abadayo. Do not trade the live market with your real money. Make sure you're in a simulator with your live data. Make sure you have live data in a simulator. Narrow state on USO. You got room up to 117. Right here, my brothers and sisters, is a major supply area, 117, okay? Back under 108, you got to get under the whole number. Bam, I'm going to start marking these out, I think, because I don't want you guys getting jammed up. I just got to remember to do it. You got to get under 108, under 108. Retest it, you'll have room down to 96.50. Watch this $100 level. That is a doozy. Let's take a stroll and see if we hit this level at all yet. I'm going to mark it out so we know where it is, okay? Did we come down at all, and when did we? Okay, right here. The last time we touched $100, boom! So be careful, okay? Be careful. Meta, you got it, Getty. How are you, Getty? All right, we're narrow here on Meta. Back over 607.55. You have room up to 616, okay? Back under $600. There's that whole number again. We're going to mark it. Back under 600 with a retest. You'll have room down to 587 on Meta. Yes. Bump. MGC. Hello, my Sue Felicia. How are you, darling? Uh-oh. She's back to the futures again. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Love you, Sue. We are in a narrow state here on MG. Good, you're on a plane. Where are you going? Where the hell are you going, Sue? And you didn't take me with you. Holy moly. Sedona, very nice. I love Sedona. Beautiful over there. All right, above 44.32.10, you have room up to 45.20. 45.20 on MGC, okay? Back under 43.85, under the whole number, you have room down to 42.90. Do I think it'll go down that far? Abadayo, we don't know. No one can predict that. All we can do, Abadayo, is put in our levels, okay? And you have to know your state, position, your events, okay? And that is how you become a good trader. Microsoft. Hello, Bill Boyle. How are you, my Boyle of Bill? All right, Microsoft. There was somebody who wanted to trade. I think it was Microsoft in the VIP yesterday, and I caught them. And I said, don't do it. Don't go long. You're going into a daily Zeus. And they're like, oh, damn. Oh, good thing I caught that one. Was it this? Was it Microsoft? It wasn't Microsoft. It was something else. I forgot what it was. Let me see. Was it SPY? Yes, it was SPY. This one. It was SPY. They were about to go long. Don't do it. Boom. Good thing I was in there. Good thing I was in there. You're welcome, Getty. What was I doing before SPY? I totally forgot. If you remember, tell me. I'll do it again. Life Wonders. Let's go, my beauties. Tap, tap, tap. We got a lot of roses. NVIDIA. We got a lot of roses on the board. All right, we are narrow here on NVIDIA. We are in position. I'm going to mark this out to play safe. Position 2, you're narrow. You have room down to 172. 172, okay? Back over 177. You do not trade into 177 whole number. We get over it, retest it, and then you have room up to 180. Badayo, you must have multiple 6 to 9 different symbols that you are trading, my brother. Only trading 2, you will never be consistent. All right, I got you, Sue. I got you. I got you, Sue, baby. All right, Microsoft. Microsoft, that's what we were doing. We're narrow, position 2. You have room down to 380. Sorry, guys. 380. Back over 385. You have room up to 393. Just watch this triple top here. 387. First stop, and then 393, okay? I'll put that there so you can see it and mark those levels down, my beauties. Thank you, adorable Dad. Boom! You are so damn adorable. You know that? Dua Lipa, yeah. Let me tell you something, boy. All right, let's do a little Let 'em Cooks. Can we get a little Let 'em Cooks? You bad boy, Kevin Curtis. You naughty boy. All right, here we go. Trying to set me up. I see what you were doing there. ORCL, yesterday. First level, pivot. Over it, pivot. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, come on. Jesus, that's good. All right, here we go. ORCL, we are in a bullish neutral state. Yes. If she performs at the halftime show for the Super Bowl next year, folks, they're going to have to get me a mop underneath my mouth. All right, here we go. Above 155, where I'm going to be sweeping from side to side. Above 155, drooling, folks. I'll have room up to 157. 157. All right. Under 152.71, you have room down to 150, first stop, and then 149. So make sure we mark this out right here. That is support. Okay. Yes, the VIP, somebody's asking. The link is in the bio, folks. The VossTrading.com. Who wants to become a better trader? Who's struggling right now and you want to become a better trader? We're going to do that for you right there. Link is in the bio, or go to the old website, thevosstrading.com. You won't regret it. You got that right, oh wow, desserts. You won't regret it. Darwin! Let's go, Darwin. Get in there, my brother. Rev, thank you for the journal. Miglo, how are you, my brother? Good to see you again, Miglo. Come on, Barack. You can do it. From side to side. Yes, DW. I love it. Miss Market. So, Miss Market, the state of the market is narrow, which is great. Fabulous. We love that. I wish we were up here, though, not down here. We're in position 2, so we are looking for support. Now, what you have to be careful about here. Listen. Shh, 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 shh. Now, listen. You are in a narrow state, so finding support will be a lot harder than a neutral or wide state, but you will eventually find that support. So don't jump the gun, okay? 651, 649, and 650. This level right here is support as you come into it, but you are narrow, so you got to be careful, because you can get right under that 648. Let me show you. You can get under this 648.61, retest it, and come back down to 644. But you will find support here. So just hang tight. Above 658.42, you have room up to 663. Traders, oh no, I'm going to save it for the VIP tonight. Never mind. All right. Tesla, we are narrow. We are in position 2. You have room down to 370. All right, 370. As you start falling, if you go this way, all right, you might not go this way. As you start falling and you hit 370, you're probably going to get one of these. See that tail? At 369.50. Because it's a high ATR. So you could get a tail for them 50 cents away. Got to be careful. Back over 382, you have room up to 390. From side to side. I already forgot, user. I already forgot. The hell was I going to say? I don't remember. Damn it. Maybe it'll come back to me. AMD. The hell was I going to say? Above 205, we have room up to 209. 209 on AMD. User, I got 2 beautiful daughters that are 3 and 6 years old. You know, my memory is not the same anymore because my head is constantly. All right, we got room down to $200 and $199 here on AMD. I know I was saving it for training, but I already forgot what I was saving. Baba. Hello, Safi. How are you? I'm sorry. Maybe it'll come back to me. Got to talk to the wizard. Maybe the wizard will remember. The old wife says, if I see that ripped tinfoil on your head one more time. All right, we are in a neutral bullish state. We are in position 2. Don't you talk about the wizard like that. We got room down to 121. 121. All right. Back over 126.62. You got room up to 127. All right. So let's get over 127. Let's retest 127. And then you have room up to 132. Did you talk about my wizard? Should wear it to bed one night. Good one, Voss. Good one. NQ. All right, here we go. Sue Felicia, that's dedication right there. The lady is on the plane. Sue, I want you to put me on speaker. Just make sure you're not on United. They'll throw you off now. But if you're not on United, put me on speaker. Let's train the world. Who wants to train everybody on Sue's flight right now? Put me in the chat. Let's go. NQ. NQ. American Airlines. Let's go. Here we go, world. You're in a narrow state on NQ. Above 24, 525.50. You have room over 25,000. No, 25,000. 24,615. About 24,615. Train the plane. You'll have room up to 24,700. Okay. Back under 24,360.50. You have room down to 24,236. I hope the Wizard's not flying the plane. Eulina, yes. Let's finish off these last Let 'em cooks, everybody. Let's go to the moon. Let's go. Yay. Coin. All right, coin. We're narrow. Position 1 to the downside on the coin of Rooney. You're flirting right now with the 5-minute granddaddy of them all. So be careful there, okay? Got a big base right here at 199.50. Big base. So mark that down. As we pull this back on the coin of Rooney, this is what we got. Under 199.60, we got room down to 192. Not financial investment or tax advice. All right. Back over 204, we got room up to 206 and 207 on coin this morning. Yes, VIP live training tonight, 7 p.m. I will be there. I will be giving the training. Every Tuesday night, I am there, my beauties. That is where you're going to go. The link is in the bios, or you could just type that into your browser. We are going to make you a better trader. Right now, you probably have a lot of people that don't believe in what you're doing when it comes to trading. We're lonely. You're going to have a whole community of people in there in the VIP that are going to lift you up, too. So that's a big, big plus. Also, we're going to teach you, and we're going to make this right for you. All right? Thank you, Shelly Stringer. IONQ. We want to help as many people as we possibly can. And if you go look at the reviews, you will see we do just that. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, all over the world, you can get into the VIP. All right? Don't think you're not smart enough. That doesn't exist. All right, IONQ above 33.64. You have room up to $34 and then $35 here on IONQ. Just watch this. Little choppy on this sucker, all right? To the downside, you got room down to 32 hold number and 30.50. Right here, you have a major double bottom. Last time you came down to 30.50. Back to the upside. Make your hands clap. I can make your hands clap. Lulu. Hello, Mason Camlets. Lulu. Don't be afraid to fail either. All right? Don't not trade or learn how to trade because you're afraid to fail. Trading is going to make you a lot stronger mentally. And you can just ask everybody in here. They'll tell you that. Back over at 166. You got room up to 169 on Lulu. Right now, you're in position 1 in a narrow state on the Lulus. You got room down to 162 on Lulu. On the bio, the link is you're on my YouTube page. Okay? You'll see it in my bio. Or just go to this website. Just go to the website, thevosstrading.com. You can do it. Thank you. Hi, I'm your best friend. I appreciate that. Uber for the amazing, beautiful Trinity. Uber, whoa, we are narrow. We are in position 2 to the downside. Right there, we got the granddaddy of them all. Watch that sucker right there, my beautiful Trinity. It might get crazy, but I want to say. All right, we got room down to $74 here on the Uber Roonies. 74 and then $73. Down here is major supports on Uber. Back to the upside, back over 75, 76. You got room up to 76, 76.50, and then $77. Whoop to the upside. NVDA, let's go, my beauties. NVIDIA. We are in a narrow state, position 2. You got room down to 172 here on NVIDIA this morning, all right, my beauties? Back over 177, you have room up to 180. 180 on NVIDIA. Abadeo says he loves my singing. I appreciate you. That's what I want to do. To creep down like you want to say. Spy. Hello, tan girl. You must love to hang out in the sun, right? We are narrow on SPY. You have room down to 651. 651 and then 649 on Miss Market. Back over 658.42. You have room up to 663 on the SPY. Good job, Abadayo. I appreciate that. Very cool, my brother, and thank you for being here. TikTok City with the heartbeat. Basic Cablets with the goat. We got to finish off those let 'em cooks as we do some roll call. All right, let's see what we got. Because I'm happy. Boop, boop, boop. Trey Mister. Mason Kamlowitz. Here we go. Mason, TikTok City. Love you, my man. Trey Mister, adorable. Measy, hi, I'm your best friend. Christopher, Shelley, Pop Pop, Yulina, Rev, Smiling J, Marcus, Miglo. Oh, wow, Rev. Let's go, everybody. Sue Felicia, adorable. Alan, Mike S, Ange, Life Wonders, Christina Zen, Smiling J. Let's go, John, Rev, Andrew the Believer, Lino Rocha, Trinity, John McGarvey, Suzette, Michelle Mabel. Thank you, Yulina. Bill Boyle, Life Wonders. Ballo, Danielle, Isaac Fries, I love that name. Mr. Dave, let's go. Kevin Callahan, Michelle Trinity, Mr. D, NK Visions, Mike V, John McGarvey, Sierra, User, Papa Yoda, Powder, there he is, Kevin Mahan, Michelle Carey, Julie, good to see you, Julie. Official KK. Jade, look at all these people. Shelley Stringer, Paul Miranda. And the first donator of the day, Andrew the Believer. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate you. Make the world a better place. Give somebody a hug today. All right? Give somebody a hug today. Do something nice for somebody. The VIP is open for you. Whenever you're ready, come on in and we'll train you. We'll make this right for you. Have a great day, everybody. We are narrow. The state of our market is narrow. Holy moly, there she is. Kimmy! Thank you, my Kimmy. Get in here more, god darn it. Have a great day, everybody. We love you.